Assisted by Jim Hayes and the manager is Jamie Daniels. Ladies and gentlemen, Waterford Wildcats. And now we welcome on the floor the president of Basketball Ireland, Teresa Walsh. She's accompanied by the Secretary General of Basketball Ireland, Mr. Bernard O'Byrne, and John Kennedy from Basketball Ireland.
welcome along to the National Basketball Arena in Tala for the first of the games of the day. It is the under-20 Hula Hoops Women's National Cup final between Waterford Wildcats in white and Ulster University Tigers in navy. Alex Mulligan getting Tigers off the mark straight away there from the tip to get 2 points on the board for them. I'm joined here today by Conor Meany. Conor, an exciting game ahead, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Lots of National League talent on both sides, international talent, so it'll be interesting to see.
Again, another good score there from Abigail Rafferty. As Tigers go up 4-0, a lot of the players on that court, of course, featuring earlier on during the week in the schools All-Ireland Cup finals as well. Good shot goes up from Abby Flynn. Rafferty with the rebound though. And it is Roger Duffy on the point. McGuire, lovely pass and lovely reverse score from Alex Mulligan.
Yeah, beautiful pass there by Erin. It's going to be interesting to watch that matchup. Abby Flynn guarding Erin. Abby's probably the best defender in the country, so it'll be interesting to see how much she's going to be able to limit Erin. Debbie Ogiemi getting up inside. Another interesting one to match. Abigail Rafferty has had a really good cup run so far for UU Tigers, so if she can limit Debbie, that'll be a big part to play with today.
Yeah, definitely. The link-up play between Abby and Debbie has always been one to watch. As a lovely drive-through, left-hand drive from Roger Duffy.
Yeah, Roger Duffy was the joint top scorer in the semi-final. Lovely take to the basket there, and this would be the perfect start for UU Tigers. 8-0, everything they could have asked for.
Definitely, Wildcats coming in as favourites to this game. As Tigers had a cracking semi-final win over Temple Oak down in Parochial Hall in Cork. And Debbie on the free throw line now for Wildcats. Tommy O'Mahony, fourth time in the arena this week. He might as well move up to Dublin, as he's been up here with Our Lady of Mercy Waterford for 2 schools games, under 16 and 19s, and was here with Wildcats under 18s on Friday. We lost out to a very strong Portlaoise side as Debbie goes 2 from 2 from the line.
Yeah, Tommy's had a tough week, so he's hoping that he'll be able to cap it off with 1 out of 4 wins.
Baseline drive there from Roger Duffy. It goes out for an Ulster ball. You see her driving there, and it just comes off the hands of Hickey from Waterford. McGuire pops inside to Alex Mulligan. Oh, what a score from Mulligan.
Yeah, she's had a really bright start so far. A couple of lovely finishes. Took her time around the basket there and steady, and lovely finish.
Kate Hickey. We've seen her do it all week, and that's another one.
Yeah, she was probably central to that semi-final. She top scored with 26 points, but Portlaoise made a huge run against them in that under-20 semi-final, got back in the game, and then she went on a 10-0 run, so she's really important to this Wildcats team.
Good boards there from Hickey, and the ball goes up to Flynn. Comes outside to Eva Daniels. And foul is called, so she'll be headed to the free throw line. There's that Hickey score again, fabulous shooter. Both her and her younger sister, Sarah Hickey. Sarah not lining out today, she's a bit young for this under-20 team. Daniels, second one doesn't go, and it is Rafferty who picks up the ball. McGuire, shout out to her sisters if they're watching, Enya and Anna over in the States. Might be a bit too early in the morning for them though. Mulligan drives through, great stand from Debbie and Abby Flynn. Super spin through by Abby. It's Rafferty though, who wins that battle under the boards against Debbie. And Tigers still lead by 5. Great interception from Abby Flynn. She's going all the way. Doesn't fall for her though, and Erin Maguire instead comes back on the attack for Tigers. Debbie with the long ball up to Flynn. She decides to go through. Doesn't fall, but Hickey's there for the rebound, pops it out to Debbie. She collects her own rebound, and she'll be heading to the free throw line for a bonus.
Yeah, great job there by Debbie. Stuck with it, got the offensive rebound. She's had big games in the Super League this year, scoring in double digits numerous times, so she's going to be a really interesting player to watch. Abby Flynn getting to the basket a couple of times so far, hasn't been able to finish. It was similar in the semi-final, she was doing great work, just wasn't able to finish around the basket. She looks like she's actually a little bit breathing a little heavily already, which is very unusual for her, a top athlete, so it'll be interesting to watch that.
Yeah, indeed. Abby, of course, a dual star, big camogie player as well. And Maguire's shot doesn't fall. So it is Flynn who takes it back up. Midway point now of the first. Just 3 points between them. Shot goes up from Daniels, and again it is Hickey there for the rebound. And this time it lands. A great score for Robin Morrissey.
Yeah, offensive rebounding though is the worry for the Tigers so far. Rafferty's done a good job rebounding, but that's the second time now that they've scored off an offensive rebound, 5 points in a row.
Back out to that 3, Connor, yeah.
Yeah, lovely job, and anytime you get an offensive rebound, they're able to kick it back out to a shooter. It's kind of more the way you practice it normally in the gym anyway, so you're that little bit more comfortable, and she knocks it down and does it again straight away here.
Back-to-back threes, and that's Wildcats into a 13-10 lead. As Nisha Burns gives it to Maguire. Maguire drives through. Lovely drive from Maguire. Rafferty. Maguire with the putback. It doesn't go, and she'll be headed to the free throw line.
Just shows you the confidence though that Tommy O'Mahony has in his team. They went 8-0 down, no panic, no need for a timeout, and they were able to respond straight away and get straight back into the lead. Also, Robin Morrissey, we see that second 3 that she just knocked down there. She had 15 points in the semi-final, so another really important contributor for this Wildcats team.
Erin Maguire makes the first. Second one doesn't go though. And it's a 2-point game. Abby to Debbie. Outside to Morrissey. She takes on the drive this time. Super work by Debbie under the boards.
Yeah, great job. Rafferty had to help across on Morrissey, got the block, but that means that Debbie's open right underneath the basket and she makes them pay.
And an immediate response at the other end from Roger Duffy. End to end here now. Again, Abby to Debbie. And that's exactly what she can do and how she's been punishing teams all season.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for Alex Mulligan. She gives up a little bit of size and physicality. So it'll be interesting to see how long they'll stick with that matchup.
Maguire's 3 doesn't go. Rafferty almost keeps it, but instead it's Hickey on to Flynn. She's got Bammy in the middle. Fabulous score from Bammy. Another star of that under-18 performance on Friday night.
Yeah, she was one of the bright sparks. She scored well alongside the Hickeys.
Roger Duffy to Rafferty. Fires it across to Maguire. Or Tanisha Burns, rather. And it's gone out for a Tigers ball. As we see that move there inside from Debbie. super work. Flynn with the pass to Bammy.
Good defense there by Wildcats, and we've seen that numerous times throughout the schools finals and now this weekend as well. Anytime there's a short shot clock on an inbound, we're seeing teams fail to recognise just how little time they have.
Robin Morrissey taking a much deserved break there for Wildcats. And it is Anna Grogan who checks in. Anna's also had a fantastic week. She must be pretty tired at this stage. She's been in nearly all of their games between school and under-18 cup. Flynn with the super steal, gives it to Grogan. On to Hickey, it's at pace now, Waterford. Super work by Debbie to allow Bammy the space to get in there for that layup.
Yeah, nice finish by Bammy as well. And again, it's just Abby Flynn, the amount of steals she gets and problems she causes on the defensive end is incredible.
And we're headed for a timeout. .221 to go here in this opening quarter. Wildcats leading the way at the moment, 21-13, as Anna Grogan tries to increase that, and she is fouled under the boards.
Yeah, you can just see a nice move there. Gets to the free throw line. You see, again, offensive rebounds. But just the experience of this Wildcats team, trailing 8-0, no kind of panic, and then a 21-5 run to respond to that. Shows why they're favourites today.
Grogan missed the first, but the second one's good.
And the full court pressure forces a turnover here, and that's exactly what this Wildcats are capable of doing to you. They just, it's kind of relentless pressure led by Abby Flynn, but everyone else able to pick up as well, try and force turnovers and get out and run at you.
Grogan again, doesn't drop though, and it's Alex Mulligan at pace, kicks it back out to Maguire. Maguire goes for the long three, doesn't fall, and Hickey up to Grogan, finds Debbie inside. She does well to keep hold of it. Flynn, lovely move by Abby Flynn.
Yeah, there's a spread of scoring on this Wildcats team. Everyone's capable of getting to the basket, causing problems. So that opens up lanes for the likes of Abby to get to the basket.
Roger Stuffy's shot doesn't go. And again, it is Wildcats at pace. Grogan to Bammy. Oh, unlucky there. And that's gone out for a Tigers ball. As we see that drive again there from Abby, the way she just steps past Rafferty and through for the score. Fabulous finish.
Yeah, beautiful finish. Such a good athlete, such a good player. And if you keep giving her a chance around the basket, she's going to finish.
Roger Stuffy to Burns. Tries to get it into Rafferty, but Debbie was there to pick it up, and Flynn now. It's 3-on-2. Flynn goes herself, gets her own rebound, finds Debbie. No, it's Maguire who gets that one. And she is Roger Stuffy with her. Again, that one doesn't go either, and here we are again on the break. Wildcats. Abby this time finishes off.
Yeah, it's tiring even watching Tigers having to play against this. They're just relentless. Every time they get the ball, they're running at you in waves, putting you under incredible pressure.
This time she pulls up for a jump shot. Comes off the front of the rim though as we go into the last 20 seconds of the quarter. Burns sees the lane open. Unlucky there to see that rim out. And Alex Mervyn can't keep it for Tigers. They've 7 seconds here. Flynn goes for the three, and that one doesn't fall. And that is end of quarter here at the arena.
Waterford Wildcats have barely lead this game. They hosted the University Tigers with a scoreline of 26 points to 13.
Back here, quarter two about to get underway in this Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. If you've just joined us, it's Waterford Wildcats in white against Ulster University Tigers in navy. Wildcats currently leading the way 26-13. Connor, what did you make of that opening quarter?
Yeah, it was a really good start by UU Tigers, but Wildcats have responded in an incredible way. They are just relentless on defense. They have that extra physicality, I think, over UU Tigers, and then when they're getting out and running, they have so many different weapons that are able to finish. Debbie Ogiemi, huge impact in that first quarter, almost had a double-double already with 8 points and 8 rebounds. So it's going to be a tough task for Tigers. They have to find a balance of being able to get out and run to get opportunities against the defense, but then also not just getting into an up and down battle, because Wildcats are so good at that.
Abby draws the foul there. And she'll be headed to the free throw line. First one drops. This, of course, the first of 3 big games today. Following up is the Hula Hoops Women's Division 1 National Cup Final, set to be a cracker between Portlaoise Panthers and Trinity Meteors, and then live on TG Cahir from 5:25 p.m. this evening, it will be the Paddy O'Connor Cup Final between Singleton Super Valley Brunel and Pyreable Colester, as we see a superb block there by Kate Hickey to stop Alex Mulligan going to the boards, but she instead will be headed to the free throw line. She drew a foul then on the follow-up.
Yeah, Mulligan's been really good so far. She had those couple of layups. She got blocked and then gets the ball back and goes straight back up and draws the foul. Heads the free throw line. That's 7 points now for her, so half of the U Tigers total so far.
Second free throw doesn't go. And a travel is called for Debbie, so Tigers are going to get the ball back. Maguire to Mulligan, fires across court to Rogers Duffy. She kicks it out to Burns. Burns with the shot, and Abby Flynn collects that one. $14 points the difference here at the arena. Flynn tried to find Debbie. Luckily for Wildcats though, that ball came off the hand of Rafferty. And they've actually changed. It's going to be a Tigers ball.
Yeah, I think it was the correct call. Just see Debbie try to get it, but just hit off the edge of her fingers. And an 8-second call. That's the pressure that's caused by that Wildcats defense. And obviously, just the added part of this is that UU Tigers are in their first year, so these guys haven't played all the way up together, so it's a little bit of just not being used to playing together in the big occasion, whereas this Wildcats team have been there and done it before.
That's Hickey again with the score. A good few of these Tigers players that were, of course, in and around that Women's Division 1 Cup final last year with Ulster University, who lost out to Marie, as we see that Hickey score again go up along 2.
Yeah, friendly roll there at the front of the rim. Morgan Murphy had a layup last night that I still don't know how it went in.
Kieran Shannon pointed out that Murphy's scoring was the highest for an Irish player in a Super League Cup final in 30 years, 20 years even. Ever, yes. But the previous record was 20 years.
Yes.
I was trying to say it, I just fell over my words.
Yeah. He was congratulated on Twitter.
Oh, Mulligan.
Yeah, nice job by Mulligan. He was congratulated on Twitter this morning by Stephen McGurk, who held that record previously. Great Vincent's player.
Referee gets a ball into the face.
In the face.
Can see now why Connor annoys referees when he responds like that. As Robin Morrissey checks back into the game.
I think every player likes to see that sort of thing happen at least once a game.
You're retired, Connor, so you're not allowed to say it anymore. Morrissey to Grogan. Devi out to Grogan for the shot. Bammy tries hard to keep it in there, but it's going to be a Tigers ball.
Yeah, but it's just relentless pressure from Wildcats. You don't get any easy defensive rebounds. They're always kind of coming at you, crashing the boards. Demi, Bambi, Kate. It's very difficult to play against a team who are that aggressive constantly.
Grace Kennedy has checked in for Tigers meanwhile, giving Burns a break. Mulligan can't keep a hand to that, as Hickey just does enough. This is going to be a Tigers ball. Rafferty comes out to Rogers Duffy. She drives through, and that'll lead the left hand.
Yeah, lovely take to the basket. Again, she was joint top scorer in that semi-final, so she's going to need a big scoring game if they're going to get into this.
Hickey again.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
2 corners lit up by Hickey in this game so far. Super rebounding by Abigail Rafferty though. Tigers pull one back.
She's a long athlete and got up well there.
Hickey again, drives through this time. It's a lovely score.
Yeah, it looks like she plays with a little bit more free. She gets to enjoy a bit more freedom in this under-20s team because she has more of those kind of star players around her like Abby and Demi who take up so much attention during the schools games and things all week. She just had so much attention out there, she was finding it difficult.
Bank was open meanwhile for Rogers Duffy at the other end. Comes out to Bammy. That one too short as we're at the midway point here of the quarter. And we're headed for a timeout courtesy of Tommy O'Mahony. It's the midway point here of the second quarter of the Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. And it is Waterford Wildcats who lead the way by 12 points at the moment. Robin Morrissey goes through. Debbie with the superb rebound and draws the foul.
Yeah, Debbie did a great job there on the boards. Her 11th rebound of the game. She'll have her double-double already if she can knock down these two free throws.
First one doesn't go. Commentator's curse. Second one's good though.
But for Colin Scarborough on the sideline here for UU Tigers, she's got to just preach, just keep hanging around. Portlaoise were dead and buried in the semi-final against Wildcats, it seemed, and then were able to get all the way back right into it in the fourth quarter. So they can go on kind of quiet spells. So if you just keep hanging around, keep scoring as much as you possibly can, and then hope that you can get a big run. And Dowell started.
Yeah, huge three from Erin Maguire. As Abby Flynn gets ready to check back in here for Wildcats.
Yeah, despite being it's a lovely three there by Maguire, and despite being in a big National Basketball Arena, I can still pick out one voice in particular, and that's Gareth Maguire.
Yeah.
Beneath us. Keep going, kiddo. Just.
He's a superb cheerleader, all right, for Erin here. And what a lovely, lovely move by Alex Mulligan and Abigail Rafferty.
Yeah, great stuff. Now, that's exactly what Tigers need. And they're only 8 down. Wildcats have been quite dominant, but at the same time, it's right there.
Rafferty with the boards. Holds it up for some support to come in. Mulligan now at the top of the key. Lovely drive through, but she's called for a travel.
Yeah, that offense is a little bit static. They didn't really get into much, and then Mulligan tried to get to the basket. You can see here she got stuck, and then I don't know. I'd like to see that again, but shit, nothing we can do about it now. Mary's laughing at me currently. I don't like to question referees. I actually think the refereeing has been pretty good overall this weekend. I've already had a chat with Martin McGettrick about the UC Marion under-20s game, so I've got that off my chest.
Mulligan with the long shot, it doesn't drop, and Bammy instead for Wildcats. Slips it across to Marcy, but she's called for a travel.
The other thing about the referees is their new Kappa gear is lovely, Mary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fabulous. It's really nice.
Yeah, there's a lovely pass inside there by Mulligan. You can see him. Rafferty's finishing around the basket's really good. That combination's going to be important.
Maguire to Rafferty. Rafferty again decides to take it on. She kicks it out to Rogers Duffy. That one doesn't fall. She's had some good ones there though before, and that battle goes in favour of Rafferty. Meanwhile, on the sideline, it's gone out for a Tigers ball.
Yeah, Rafferty over the last couple of minutes has really done a good job. She's battling well against Debbie, and she's opening up opportunities for others on the perimeter.
Rogers Duffy out to Mulligan. Nice move through by Grace Kennedy. It doesn't go though, and it's Abby Flynn. She's got Hickey ahead of her. Uses her for that shot again. Super rebounding by Erin Maguire. Meanwhile, wins it back for Tigers. Mulligan keeps a hold of it. Oh, what a score from Alex Mulligan.
Yeah, beautiful. She gathered the ball perfectly over the defender's head. You can see it here. Beautiful gather, gets the contact and finishes well.
And we're headed for a timeout here, 2:58 to play. .258 to play here. Alex Mulligan for Tigers on the free throw line after a fabulous finish, and she knocks down the bonus as well.
Brilliant by Mulligan. That's 13 points now that she's got, and it's just a 5-point game, so great stuff by Tigers.
Morrissey to Flynn, out to Hickey, and down again to Bammy. Swings back around to Flynn, she takes the three. And Wildcats pick up the rebound. Hickey this time into Debbie. Battling hard though is Alex Mulligan, and it's going to be a Wildcats ball.
Yeah, the zone's taken Debbie out of the game a little bit. Every time she catches the ball, there's a lot of bodies around her. Mulligan, Rafferty, they're doing a good job. And at the moment, Wildcats are a little bit slow, just moving the ball around the perimeter.
Comes out to Hickey. Comes off the rim, and Bammy gets it. She's got Abby in support. Kicks it out to Hickey again though. She goes up one more time. And again, it is Wildcats who pick up that ball, and Morrissey this time finishes it off for them.
Yeah, they're getting caught by the thing. When you play zone in the arena, your guards can't drop all the way back underneath the basket. You don't need them to. There's a lot of long rebounds to be had. Those last 3 offensive rebounds were out at the free throw line extended.
Maguire doesn't go. And it's Morrissey with the rebound. Pass, a lovely bounce pass through to Bammy. She takes it all the way. Hickey's there for the follow-up.
And rebounding again is the problem. They're getting the initial stop and then they just aren't able to rebound. And these athletes from Wildcats are just finding a way to punish them on the boards.
Rafferty draws the foul.
Yeah, she did well to get position inside.
Here's that Bammy drive and Hickey follow up. Lovely score and lovely finish from Hickey. Maguire, meanwhile, for Tigers. 5 on the shot clock. That comes off the front of the rim. Mulligan tries to save it, but it's going to be a Wildcats ball.
Yeah, we're at an important point here, like only 1:14 to go in the quarter. They've gotten it back to 5 and now Wildcats are extending it back out right before halftime. They got to just stick with it, try and keep this lead to as small a lead as possible.
Flynn to Hickey. Hickey, great hands from Rogers Duffy, and she's Maguire on the break in front of her. And the finish doesn't go for Maguire, but she was fouled, so she'll be headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, they did well, nice steal, good pass ahead. Get the foul, but she'll be disappointed that she wasn't able to finish through that contact as well, as you can see by her reaction.
So that's home the first free throw. And the second one's good. Loving the camera angle there in that one. Hickey, meanwhile, draws the foul right at the other end.
Yeah, that's tough. It's the sort of pressure that they put on you. If they give up 2 points from the free throw line straight away, right back at you. And importantly, that's Alex Mulligan's third foul as well. So it could be very important in the context of this game. Mulligan, of course, has 12 points so far.
She's actually checked out for the remainder of this quarter, I would imagine. It is Alex Mervyn who's come in for her, as Hickey misses the first free throw. Knocks the second one down though.
Yeah, Hickey already with 14 points in this game. Again, like she did in the semi-final, providing a lot of scoring.
Nice matchup there really between Maguire and Flynn. Two underage international stars. Flynn. Oh, what a score from Flynn, a fantastic drive.
Yeah, brilliant drive to the basket. It doesn't really matter that she gets bumped, she's able to finish through that contact.
And a great response immediately from Nisha Burns as we tick under 16 seconds here.
Yeah, it's been a great half, 44-37, high scoring. Tigers just need one stop here. They'll be happy to go in and trail just by 7.
Marcy doesn't go, and Tigers just ran out of time. It is half time here at the arena. Wildcats lead 44-37. Welcome back here to the National Basketball Arena in Tala for this Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. Waterford Wildcats currently leading the way 44-37 against UU Tigers. Conor, what are your takes from that first half?
A lot of runs. Tigers obviously had that brilliant start, 8-0. Then Wildcats stormed back into it and took control of the game. But Tigers have hung around. To be only trailing at halftime by 7 is really good. And they're right there in the game. They just need to control their defensive rebounds a little bit more, kind of limit those second chance opportunities.
Lovely score from Nisha Burns.
Yeah, banking a load of threes as well. Wouldn't,
That would
wouldn't
help,
be any help.
yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't be any harm.
Back to a 4-point game here. Flynn down to Morrissey. Lovely step. She's quite reliable for those shots.
Yeah, very nice there. Defender was closing out on her. She just took an extra second, stepped by and was able to finish. It's tough by Mulligan.
She almost got her own rebound as well, but just met a solid wall of Wildcats as Abby Flynn goes coast to coast meanwhile. And just like that, it's back out to 8 points. Super work by Erin Maguire though.
Yeah, nice response. Just on Mulligan, she just needs to be that little bit careful as she comes into the lane. If she's spinning every time, the help defense is going to collapse in on her. She can force turnovers.
Lovely score by Debbie. Alex also needs to be careful. She's on 3 fouls. Picked them up just towards the end of the second quarter there. Burns again with the long shot. This time it doesn't fall for her though. Flynn for Wildcats. Finds Hickey, who steps through. Doesn't go, but again it's Debbie who's there. Super hands from Erin Maguire though. She's looking for help. Finds it in Rogers Duffy. Rafferty was moving inside first. Maguire instead against Flynn. Goes baseline. Doesn't fall though. Large Portlaoise Panthers contingent in the house here as Flynn again widens it out to 10 points.
Yeah, Flynn has started coming into the game more and more scoring wise. Getting to the basket, doing a really good job. That's 10 points for her, I think, so far.
Maguire uses the coverage of Rafferty to get that shot up, but it doesn't fall. And as we were saying, big Portlaoise contingent in the house ahead of their 1:30 p.m. tip against Trinity Meteors in the Women's Division 1 Cup Final. Maguire again. Good control of the ball. It doesn't fall, but Mulligan is inside to collect it, and they have time to set up again now. Burns, they need to get a shot up. Rogers Duffy draws the foul off Bammy.
Tommy O'Mahony's disappointed that they gave up that one. There we see the bank three that started out the half. But here, they were going nowhere, shot clock about to end, and they kind of bailed them out.
Rogers Duffy, first one's good.
Rogers Duffy, she was the top scorer against Oblitz in the first round with 22, and then one of the top scorers in the semi-final as well, and she had 15. So she's an important player, and they need to get her going in this second half.
Rafferty out to Nisha Burns. Mulligan calls for it, gets it, but can't keep a hold of it. And Burns and Morrissey battle for it, and it's going to be jump ball in favour of Wildcats.
Yeah, any sloppy pass, Wildcats are just so aggressive defensively. They'll get a hand to it, and then they can force things like jump balls there. You see, probably shouldn't have been a jump ball because both one of the players at least was out of bounds.
Bammy drives, doesn't go. Rafferty wins that one.
Rafferty's been very impressive on the boards overall.
Maguire tries to find a route through, gets it to Rafferty. Lovely footwork from Rafferty.
Yeah, beautiful finish. Took her time. That's 8 points now to go, along with the 8 rebounds that she has. So really good game by Rafferty so far.
Abby finds Hickey. They reply immediately.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Abby Flynn gets down towards the edge of the key and 3 players watching her. And you're able to have someone like Kate Hickey just kind of sneak in and get an easy enough shot at the edge of the key.
Rafferty, lovely dish off to Maguire, comes out to Rogers Duffy. Doesn't go. Flynn, meanwhile, pulls up for the shot. Debbie is there as always.
Yeah, again though, Abby Flynn pushes it in transition. Nobody stops the ball, so Rafferty is the one who ends up stepping up to the elbow, and as a result, Debbie Ogiemi's wide open underneath the basket for an easy offensive rebound and score. So Tigers just have to do a better job in transition, stopping the ball.
Eva Daniels checking in for Morrissey for Wildcats.
Here we see that Abby Flynn shot with Debbie wide open because Rafferty obviously had helped to stop the ball initially.
Midway point of the third quarter. 11 points the difference as Hickey spins through and is fouled.
Yeah, nice move there by Hickey. She's spinning. It was going to be a tough finish for her, and then Rafferty just couldn't help but stick her hand in, so ends up
Picking up her third foul.
Yeah, and sends her to the free throw line. And foul trouble is now going to increasingly, that's 2 of the key players, Rafferty and Mulligan, both on 3 fouls.
Hickey knocks down the first free throw. And 2 from 2 from Hickey.
Yeah, obviously she's young for this age group, and she's already got 18 points in this final, very impressive.
Mulligan out to Rogers Duffy. Doesn't go. Nisha Burns tries to keep it in play, but it's going to be a Wildcats ball. See Kojak and Lamont shooting the breeze there in the stand on camera there, Connor.
Yeah, huge credit to Kojak yesterday. His IT Carlo team almost created the upset of the day. Lovely finish by Mulligan there on the break. The IT Carlo team pushed that Alan Colleague team all the way to the brink, got it to overtime, but just ran out of steam in overtime as Andre Nation took over in the extra period.
Just to say that Maguire hit the deck there off a strong stand from Debbie, and that shot doesn't fall for Wildcats, so it's Tigers back on the hunt.
Good job by Maguire to draw the foul. And Lamont, I spoke very, very briefly to him last night during the game. He was just kicking himself. I think Neptune feel that they left one behind the semi-final, that they should have beaten that Templo team who ended up as cup champions.
Flynn, lovely bounce pass to Kate Hickey. She'll be headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable watching Abby Flynn play. That she just pushes the ball in transition, constantly puts your defense under pressure, and then finds her teammates. See her coming off pick and roll as I'm talking. She showing a turnover that leads to that lovely Alex Mulligan score. But she puts you under pressure on both ends of the floor. She leads the defense, putting the opponent's guards under huge pressure, and then when she gets the ball head up, running at you as much as she possibly can.
Sorry, Connor, I'm sure what you said was fascinating. I got distracted by a delivery of hula hoops there.
A box of hula hoops came into the commentary box here, so if you don't hear from Mary for the next few minutes. Another thing that's happened to Mary in this game is that during a timeout she tried to step up and trip herself over a wire.
No, it's been a long weekend, leave me alone. .3:46 to go here in the third. I'll hold off eating hula hoops till at least the end of the quarter, don't worry. And just a bit of chat going on here. The refs on the table. Wildcats leading by 12. Lovely drive through by Hickey, lovely cut through even, but it doesn't fall. Super work by Abigail Rafferty. And Rogers Duffy.
Yeah, she saw the defender coming in. She looked as if she was trying to just protect the ball with her body. And rather than just going up strong, when you try and draw contact, you often don't finish well. And then down the far end, Abby Flynn tries right to the basket and again draws a foul and heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, ridiculous move through here by Flynn. Absolutely no fear, and will be headed, as you said, to the free throw line. First one drops.
Flynn, of course, last summer had an incredible performance in the European Championships for Ireland.
Yeah, under 18. Herself and Debbie killed it for their club head coach, who's also their Irish international head coach, Tommy O'Mahony. They, of course, have both moved up to under 20 level now this year. .13 points the difference in this hula hoops under 20 Women's Cup final.
Nice pass inside. Lovely finish by Rafferty. Nice pass inside by Rogers Duffy. Rafferty keeps battling away inside, doing a good job. As you can tell, Mary stopped talking. She's halfway through a barbecue pack of hula hoops.
Not at all, not at all.
She would have proved me wrong properly with an actual full sentence. If
I was actually looking up the full-time score of the under 20 cup final last year, if you must know. DCU Mercy winning out over Portlaoise Panthers that time. Oh, boom! Maguire with the three.
Great job by Tigers. Every time it looks like it's going to get out of their hands, they're right there. 7-8 points. They need to just get one big run. That's good defense as well. Good rebound.
Oh, gives it up to Abby Flynn though. Hickey.
It's a killer.
Yeah.
Wildcats punish them here. It's going to be good defense again though.
Super work by Erin Maguire.
Yeah, fantastic defense there. Alex Mulligan getting them to calm down. They need a good offense here. 8-point game. Duffy, Debbie Agiemi doing a good job of not allowing Rafferty to post up, but there's a foul and Wildcats are in the penalty as well, so Rogers Duffy's going to have an opportunity to narrow this lead even further.
And we are headed for a timeout. 1:39 to go here in this third quarter. It is Roger Duffy on the free throw line for Ulster University Tigers. First one goes down. Second one doesn't go, but super rebounding from Alex Mulligan. Finds Rafferty, back to Maguire. Comes out to Nisha Burns. Again, Mulligan battling, but Debbie wins that one. And Debbie at the other end, absolutely beautiful, beautiful score.
Yeah, big time players make big time plays.
Mulligan kicks it out to Maguire. Into Rafferty. She's met with a wall of Wildcats players though, and forces the travel.
Yeah, we talk obviously a bit about where we see that rebound, powerful rebound by Debbie, and then we get down the far end and she finishes it up. She's got 15 points, 17 rebounds so far, incredible.
Hickey with the drive. Absolutely effortless from Hickey there. Roger Duffy, meanwhile, to Maguire. Just under 40 seconds to go to the end of quarter. Out to Nisha Burns. She's fouled on that shot though.
And they did well there. It is the Hickey. Nice move to the basket. Last night, that would have been 2 free throws, or an extra free throw as well, with some of the calls that were happening. Again, not complaining about that.
I might just have to mute Connor's mic for the remainder of this game. As
People will probably ask for that anyway.
Second free throw doesn't go either though, and under 30 seconds now till the end of quarter. Wildcats leading by 11 still. Hickey with the long shot. Boom!
Yeah, clinical by Wildcats at a critical point. 8 points, 8-point game, coming close to the end of the third quarter. All of a sudden, it's a big run, and now it's a 14-point game.
Rafferty does super there. And we're just about to come to the end. Will Abby throw it up for a buzzer beater? Too late though, and it's end of quarter. Wildcats still leading. Final quarter here in the National Basketball Arena in this HULA Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. Wildcats leading at the moment 67-55. Connor, if you were Colin Scarborough now during that break between quarters, what would you have been saying to Tigers?
just keep plugging away. They've been close. They've put together a couple of good runs. They've had it to 7, kind of 8. They just need to have one more run, and when they get to that stage, try and extend it a little bit. They have to be careful in this opening couple of minutes. It's at 12 now, but they just have to try and limit Wildcats as much as they can these opening couple of minutes.
Flynn called for a travel there for Wildcats. So it's going to be Tigers inbound. Edel Thornton surrounded by adoring fans here, meanwhile down on the sideline. Edel, of course, featuring for Trinity Meteors in this next Women's Division 1 game. She's surrounded by kids down there. Nisha Burns to Maguire. Switches it out to Rogers Duffy. Duffy kicks it to Burns again.
Yeah, tough move. Good defense by Wildcats, not giving up anything easy.
Flynn again to Debbie. Out to Anna Grogan. Tough shot against Alex Mulligan.
An unusual shot there.
Maguire setting things up once more for Tigers. Runs in to Debbie, quite literally. Mulligan out to Rogers Duffy, who's open on the 3.
Good job by Mulligan. Drew a lot of attention, kicked it out to Rogers Duffy, who now is up to 14 points.
Hickey, that signature spin drive through, and that's a good 2, and should be headed for the bonus as well.
Yeah, beautiful move. Spins in, draws contact and finishes. Takes her total to 26 today. As you see that 3 from Rogers Duffy there. Again, good kick out led to that 3. And maybe a couple of 3s needed by Tigers here in this 4th quarter if they're going to get back into this. Oh, can't do that, unfortunately.
What he means there, I presume, is allow them to get their rebound from their own free throw.
Particularly the shooter, you just can't happen, but they get away with it.
It's tough going for Tigers though, because as you saw that 3 being knocked down, Hickey was on hand to respond straight away again at the other end.
Yeah, we've seen that anytime there's been a big play, foul on a 3-point shot, so opportunity to narrow the lead back into single digits, but we've seen it all weekend. Anytime there's been big scores, they've been responded to by the big time players straight away. We saw it in the 20s men's final yesterday. Every time you see Marion hit a big shot, it was Paul Kelly just responded straight away with a big score himself.
Shout out to Mark Mulholland, who's tuned in with the family as well, watching UU Tigers here in their under-20 cup final. Don't forget, you can keep up with the conversation across all our social media platforms. Hashtag Hula Hoops Cup is the one you're looking for.
Also keep an eye out for the House of HULA that Mark produced, a story about Dave HULA and his time in Northern Ireland.
Yes, indeed. A great documentary. Abby Flynn to Hickey. Pops it outside. And there's a foul. And Hickey has gone down. She looks to be in a good bit of pain. She was struggling with that leg earlier on in the week in that under-19 schools final.
Yeah, we'll see it here. Maybe landed on someone's foot, hard to see from that angle. Can't see it there either, so hopefully she's okay. Just a couple of feet there, so more than likely that's what happened.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's putting any weight on this. Yeah, I thought maybe she will. A little bit. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a roll. Her mum there to help her off.
Her mum, Gillian Hayes, of course, one of the superstars of Irish international basketball for many years, and now a superb coach down in Wildcats. And of course, physio extraordinaire Maura Murphy down there as well. Having a great week this week with us.
Gillian was one of the ones that, when I first started coming up to the National Basketball Arena, I was watching her and amazing Wildcats teams.
She certainly passed the baton on to her children as Alex Mulligan drops a great score.
Yeah, Mulligan's been really impressive all game long. That's 17 points for her.
Morrissey's shot doesn't go this time around, but she gets it back thanks to good work from Debbie and finish it this time.
I think that's been the story of the game, really. Second chance points for Wildcats. They just put you under so much pressure, and then they're getting rebounds and scoring off them. Good defense. Oh, nice move by Mulligan though. Just couldn't finish, off balance as she stepped through.
Flynn does a bit of good skill there to keep that ball and fires it across. Oh, an open look there completely for Eva Daniels. Flynn with the vision to pick her up inside. And here's Flynn again, the warrior.
Yeah, that's what you want from your leader, really, isn't it? That your top scorer, who has 26 points, gets injured and heads to the sideline, and then you get a loose ball like that, just deflects it, gets the steal, and down the far end, off the dribble, cross-court pass right underneath the basket, great vision, picks out her teammate, and all of a sudden it's up to a 12-point lead again. So if there is any hope for UU Tigers, right, as although she picks up an offensive foul there, but as Tigers were maybe seeing Hickey go off the court injured, and a bit of hope comes in, and a couple of big plays by Flynn in a row just to extend out that lead.
Yeah, offensive foul called on Flynn there, as Connor said, as Erin Maguire was sent flying. Alex Mulligan to Rafferty. Mulligan again, a great drive through, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, Tommy's not happy down on the sideline. Good defense initially, Mulligan stepping through. It's an incredibly difficult shot to take. So as a coach, you just don't want to give up a foul there. She had done a brilliant job and then just reached down at the last second. You just see it right there, just unnecessary. And all of a sudden Mulligan gets 2 free throws.
Misses the first though. Second one drops in. And it's Flynn again as we head towards the midway point of this final quarter. Oh, so unlucky. What a pass from Daniels, similar to the one Abby Flynn gave her a few minutes previous.
Yeah, nice job. But this is the time now. This is when Portlaoise made the big run in the fourth quarter in the semi-final, and Wildcats were under huge pressure until Hickey knocked down those shots. So if there's going to be any run, it needs to be soon here for Tigers.
Maguire's shot doesn't find the target, and it's Debbie on to Abby. Oh, what a score. And we're headed for a timeout for Tigers after that superb Flynn score. 5:21 to go here at the arena before we see who's going to be crowned under 20 Women's National Cup champions. It's been an honour that has been in DCU Mercy's hands for a number of years, but this time round it's going to be a new champion. And who will it be? As Mulligan's drive doesn't go, and again it is Debbie who pulls down that rebound. Flynn to Morrissey. Grogan looking for Debbie, but it gets it across to Abby instead. That one doesn't drop, and it's gone out for a Wildcats ball though. Mulligan just getting a hand to it. Morrissey to Flynn. Flynn looking for options, kicks it back out again. Morrissey with that lovely step across. And Debbie doesn't fall though, but what a game she's had under the boards.
Nice pass.
Oh, fabulous pass from Erin Maguire, and a lovely finish by Rogers Duffy.
No, it's not fully gone yet. 11 points, it's still doable, especially off this turnover. They have to finish.
Nisha Burns doesn't roll.
Well, another opportunity, step through.
Oh.
But that hit the free throw line.
Yeah, I think she drew the foul there though, Erin Maguire that is.
But they're the ones, these are the fast breaks. There's that lovely pass, lovely backdoor. Nice finish, but these are the ones you have to finish. There it is again, great vision by Erin.
And she's on the free throw line. First one goes.
Yep, and just to update you, Kate Hickey below us has an ice pack on that ankle, so won't be coming back in this game.
Flynn. Right down into the corner, Morrissey. Oh, Daniels just can't keep a hold of it, and it is again Rogers Duffy. She had Flynn and Daniels either side of her though. And it's gone out for a Wildcats ball. What defense from Flynn to get back so fast.
Yeah, she did just enough. Let's see it here. Just really pushed back, gets that hand. Looks like it was the right call.
Bammy, out of nowhere, gets that rebound. Loses it though.
Yeah, Wildcats been a little bit wild in the last couple of minutes. Early shots, turned the ball over once or twice. But Tigers have to make them pay. Got away with a carry maybe there. But they're going to have the ball. 3:16 to go. Trailing by 9. They need something good from here. They can't have any more empty possessions if they're going to get back a lead like that.
Rafferty to Mulligan. Has Burns outside calling for it. Takes the shot. Doesn't go. And again, nobody under the boards there for Tigers.
Yeah, but that's the sort of shot that you want. Yeah, as a neutral, it's the last thing you wanted to see, but great move by Debbie.
Maguire nails it. They're still hanging in there.
Yeah, it's still right there, 8-point game. Another stop needed here, so it's really been Abby and Debbie in the last couple of minutes causing all the problems. You want to force somebody else to take a shot, or else a turnover like that, get out of run.
Mulligan
pushes it. Tough shot.
Yeah, way too much on it there.
Though, great job with the offensive rebound.
Maguire keeps a hand on it, out to Burns, into Rafferty. Rogers Duffy is shouting for it, she gets it. Drives past them all.
Yeah, great job by Debbie. She just did enough defensively. Made it difficult. And then draws the foul to help calm the situation down.
Timeout for Tigers here with 2:03 to play. 2:01 to go here in this fourth quarter of the Hula Hoops Under-20 Women's National Cup Final. Morrissey for Wildcats. Wildcats, of course, leading the way at the moment.
Yeah, you can see Wildcats came out of that timeout. There is a saucepan in the crowd with Michelle Fahey, is it? Yes, it is. One of the best players in Irish basketball history decided to bring some of our kitchenware to the arena.
What a score! Oh. She's sitting beside another great of Irish basketball as well, Trish. Sitting beside her, a Wildcats legend. 1:25 to go here.
Sorry, we went quiet there for a second as Mary finished off yet
You're
another
such
pack
a
of hula
liar.
hoops.
It's Connor. I was about to call you Hula. It's Connor that's munching here. He's landing me in it here.
It's do or die here for Tigers. So a minute to go, 9-point game. They not only have to score, but they have to score quickly. They can't afford to waste too much time here.
Mulligan out to Burns. Burns with the shot.
It was a good offense, but it was too slow. And
Oh, Maguire was battling hard there, and she's deemed to have fouled Debbie.
yeah, another rebound for Debbie. Her 26th rebound of the game, which
That is
just
incredible.
unbelievable.
There's our saucepan fan again, Michelle Fahey. Shout out to her and indeed all the Marie team.
I think they've just been told that it's been mentioned in commentary. I have some Tupperware upstairs as well. I brought a lunchbox about 3 months ago that my wife's still looking for.
Oh man, Lynn. 32 seconds. She draws the foul, and that puts Tigers into team foul trouble. Flynn will be heading to the free throw line for 2.
It's the problem when you're chasing a game, when you have a point guard like Abby Flynn on the other team. It's just so hard to get the ball back off her. Flynn has had an amazing game today, almost triple-double so far, 15 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. Incredible. But one of a number of incredible displays, obviously, for this Wildcats team.
And that's out to 10 points. 28 seconds to go here. Tigers. Wildcats fans on their feet. But as Rafferty finishes inside.
And she grabs that rebound over the head of Abby Flynn, stealing that triple-double from her as well. Flynn going for that rebound. Rafferty did a great job, and it has to be said, Tigers, they've had some really good performances. Aaron Maguire been very good, Alex Mulligan excellent, Rafferty has battled well at times. But
Rogers Duffy as well.
Yeah, Rogers Duffy.
Super shooting.
But this Wildcats team, the big players really stepped up to the mark. The big three in particular of Debbie Ogiemi, Abby Flynn and Kate Hickey.
Hard to believe they've just come up from under 18, 2 of them.
Yeah, the three of those have combined for 59 points.
That's incredible. Alex Mulligan. Fabulous long 3 from Mulligan. But we're into the last 10 seconds now, and a foul again on Abby Flynn. So she'll be headed to the free throw line. cool as you like from the free throw line. And we are headed for a timeout, Tigers. .4 seconds to go here, and you just saw Deirdre Brennan giving the team talk there for Tigers. And it is Wildcats who have been crowned under-20 National Cup champions. Final score here in the arena, 84-76. What a performance, what a year they've had through this under-20 Cup. As you see Kate Hickey being chauffeured onto the court almost by Mom Gillian. Connor, great display from Wildcats.
Yeah, brilliant. Very deserving of it. Coming into the game, we kind of knew that it was likely to be the likes of Hickey, Flynn and Ogiemi to have big performances, and we got exactly that. Abby Flynn finishing up with 19 points, 10 rebounds.
And that's over now for myself and Connor here at the arena. It wasn't over now just yet, because there was obviously a foul that we both missed here, and everyone else seemed to miss. And Bammy got the free throw there, so full-time score, 85-76. Congratulations to Wildcats, they're champions.
Coach Paul Scarborough. Assisted by Peter Brennan. Patrick Bowley. Managers Pierre Allen Bailey. Ladies and gentlemen, University of Ulster Tigers. And to receive the gold medal, your winners, Waterford Wildcats. Ali Finn. Kate Hayden. Robin Morrissey. And Rowan. Nathan Clark. Yeah.